Heart Tug Movement activated space. Currently chiming in from the Keys, southern farthest point in the United States. Wild. I just got back from Thailand a couple days ago. We're connecting with Magda, our beautiful sister from Poland, who we met in Mexico a few years ago, which feels awesome to share this live feed with you guys with her, because she is a beautiful goddess that embodies so much divine wisdom and empowering women around the world to connect to their own intuition, which is exactly what Heart Tug Movement strives to do. So thank you for being here. And I think she's finishing up a tarot reading for a client right now. So I'm going to also chime and try to get a Facebook Live going to get people pulled over from Meta onto YouTube, because we're working on our best to not be subscribed to the Meta network. You feel? And curious what everyone's chiming in from, wherever you are in the world. Leave a comment below, please. I grew up in Texas. Just kidding. I grew up in Oregon. I was born in Texas. And it feels really good to be back in America. I'm not going to lie. A lot of my friends are like, oh, you're going to want to go back abroad ASAP. And that sounds great too. We'll see. But right now I'm happy to be here. I'm traveling with my mom and excited for what magic awaits, because America is definitely a very, very special place. Politics aside, I know there's a lot of funky stuff going on in the world, but yeah, feels good to be here right now. And it's really cool because I'm from Southern Oregon, and there's a huge spiritual community out in Ashland area, which is really close to my house. So I'm super excited to see and connect with other mermaids and allow access for camera. Should have done this before, but it's all good. This is interesting going live with YouTube, because on other going live platforms you can like see more of a waiting room of what's going on with who's around you. So maybe curious what it looks like when I go like this. Rotate device back. It doesn't let me go sideways. Ooh, crazy. That looks cool. Green screen activated. That's pretty cool. I just made this flyer. There's Cleo. We have a free online school community because we're doing our best to get off Meta, yeah? So we have a free online school community for the New Earth dwellers, all light workers, dreamers, and co-creators. Free community out here. And think of Hogwarts. So I'm driving Cleo on the Rainbow Road to this beautiful castle. Sick! So exciting. We love it. We love it. And why won't it let me do this, do this, do this? Because I've done it before, but it's not letting me do it now. I like it. I think it's cool, the wood too. Hello, Magda. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. Sorry, I have allergies and oh my god. Sorry.
It's okay. How's it going?
It's good. It's been good. Like it looks like I can just do it on the phone. So,
Yeah, I was trying to
uh,
do it on my computer and my webcam's not that good.
well, it just gave me information that Go Live Together is currently only available on mobile devices.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So I don't think you could do it on a computer either way.
Well, my phone has a way better camera versus my laptop. Like, you look
Oh, that's good.
great.
You look good. Like I
Yeah.
feel sorry because I feel a bit under the weather, and I think I need to take a little bit of a medicine because I feel I feel a bit sick, to be honest, because of the allergies, and I really don't want to take the allergy tablets because they're gonna make me drowsy and sleepy.
Yeah.
But I've been a bit
I
struggling here in in Mexico. Where's my water? Sorry.
You think it's from pollen allergies or what kind of allergies is it?
Well, I've been talking to my friend today because we went on a co-work, and it says it's like a malt, and also the sargasso. You know, the seaweed is so bad this year that it might be also this.
So the sargassum's bad again because it was bad whenever I left. It's still bad again. Did it ever get better?
Oh, it's worse than it was last year. It's way worse.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad here too. We're in the Keys, which is
Yeah.
interesting because right now I'm like on the opposite end. So right now you're chiming in from
Yeah.
Playa del Carmen, where we met, and now I'm on the Keys, so the end of the United States on
Yeah.
the other side of the Gulf.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
like not very good.
yeah.
Not
Now that
very
you're here, I
good.
feel like I look so red. Earlier, I thought I looked tan in the photo. No,
You're tanned.
like, yeah, now the lighting is funny. How was your tarot reading?
Oh no, I'm just gonna have it after because I messed up the time zones. So
I got you.
it's actually the other way around.
Yeah, I'm curious how.
I just don't do very well with all the concept of time, you know?
Oh yeah, you're telling me. Trust me, I know. Does that look better?
Oh yeah, now I see you better, yeah.
Yeah, does that look better? I can change the mode. That looks good. Well, if you're not feeling that great, we can keep this short. You're already here, so might as well do a little something.
Yeah, what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I would love to share bringing in our wisdom and following our intuition.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's something that I didn't tell you on the phone yesterday when we were catching up was I got ignited into the royal family of planet Earth.
Okay, that's cool. Tell
And
me
part
more.
of being, which I feel you are very much also a princess of the royal family of planet Earth. And I would love to have the honors to ignite a beautiful crown and welcome you into the family.
Oh wow. Sure. If you wanna give me the crown, I'm happy to. I'm accepting with gratitude.
Accept it with gratitude. It's a blessing and a privilege to know you, walk alongside you, and it was incredible because the first time I met you, you were on a stage inspiring me. So it's really so empowering. And I know, and I'm super excited to be here with you holding space because I know this is our calling to share this wisdom and passion of true healing modalities around the world and helping each other, which is
Yeah,
all what the royal family is all about, and in a joy, playful way.
that's cool.
Yeah. So,
Thank you. I'm looking. I want to
and
do some cleansing. I'm gonna do some cleansing. Oh gosh. Okay. So, let's take this. It will take a time. So,
are you okay?
yeah, I'm okay. I'm just burning this, trying to burn the salopanto, Palo Santo.
Palo Santo, get some
Yeah.
cleansing going. Sounds like a
Yeah.
good idea. Cleanse the space. Do you feel like smoke might irritate your system though?
No,
No? That's good.
I like it. I don't think the smoke can irritate my system anymore, that it's already irritated, and it's kind of a cleansing smoke. So it's like, for me, like contrary, because it's about cleansing the energies that are running around.
hmm
And I feel that's like what it's needed. And I have been struggling a bit recently with this inflammation, but kind of made sense talking to my friend. But I think maybe I should take a little bit of a like I need to anti-inflame. So I think the solution is to leave Mexico
Yeah.
for a while to kind of um de-inflame, There we go.
Yeah. Soothe your inflammation.
Yeah, because
That's a bummer to hear that the sargassum's worse than it was last year because it was really bad last year. And it's stinky. So then that makes going to the beach not fun. And like I mean, my mermaid world, the best part of being there at that in Playa del Carmen was having the beautiful beach right there.
yeah, yes. But like good enough for me that I'm not that close, but apparently it still affects the air and there's like a lot of mold around, so I think that's like the biggest issue, right?
So the mold
But
from the sargassum.
yeah, that it's like in the air, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Um and for
Icky.
some reason today is like a little bit worse than it was, because I was really okay yesterday. Or maybe because today I walked and I was closer to the I don't know. Well, today is a day, I guess, what you can do. You could just kind of move on and focus on the positive side of things. I
Yeah,
think
we
that's
had
that's
rain here, which feels cleansing and fresh, but we're like on a week holiday, right? So we're like, oh, where's the sunshine? So kind of just more
yeah,
in hermit mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're on the island, right?
Yeah, it's a small island. Like literally we're on the opposite sides of the bay, like the
Yeah,
Gulf. Like you're
yeah.
over here and I'm right here. But we're really not that far away from each other. That's why it's so funny.
No,
Yeah.
but we have a different time zone.
Yeah, 1 hour different.
That is like funny. That's funny part, that how it like operates, that somebody can decide that you have a different time, in places.
I mean, it definitely does make sense on the other side of the world when you're literally living like nights versus days, right? And so my
Yeah.
system's definitely been taking an adjustment to being back in this side of
Yeah.
the
How are you coping with all the
earth.
like jet lag? Because you've been on the other side of the world. Maybe you said tell where were you?
Yeah, I've Southeast Asia, and I've been waking up at 6 in the morning, like feeling very awake, which is like 5 p.m. on the other side of the world. So it's pretty funny. But honestly, I took some weed gummies on my flight over. So I just zonked out for most of my flight and adjusted to being on this time zone, I think, pretty well. So I'm happy for that. Well, with the power invested in me as Tess, Sunshine Earth being, princess of the royal family, I am blessed and honored to share this remarkable lineage experience with you, dear Magda. Here is a
Thank you.
beautiful crown. With
I feel officially
sunflower
crowned
sparkle and
now.
magic right on your beautiful crown.
I'm gonna wear it with uh, pride and joy, so to
Yay.
speak.
So, as part of the royal family, there's a special game we like to play.
Okay, what's the game?
The game is an invitation to speak whatever you feel you want to share with me at any point. If you ever have something you feel called to express and share with me, this is your green flag, green light. I want to hear it.
Okay.
Please share it.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think is similar to like the intuition we're working on helping others better identify and express throughout their lives to essentially live in their divine timeline, in their highest soul's calling. Because I think a lot of people hear voices in their head, some type of intuition, or feel a nudging, some type of feeling come from their body, and they push it down and disregard it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we are like conditioned in a certain way, and just recently I got this. I was my friend had a birthday party, and like we went for dinner, and then some drinks and some singing and dancing in the street, which is not which you as you know me, that's not a problem for me at all to sing and dance in the street whenever there's a live music. And it was insane. There's this band here now with like it's like a like the guy has a very good voice, like really his vocals, it's like a young Mick Jagger. Okay, that's
Wow,
how good he is. And
fancy.
the band is amazing too. And they were playing like the tunes, like the 80s rock, like including Tina Turner. And the guy actually pulled it off to sing it. But on top of that, you can put the layer of like a magic Mike because he was like ripped. Like he was like rather, I'm tall. So the guy was like rather smallish. However, he had like a ripped body and he was singing in his speedos, okay, and he was doing an utmost performance, like jumping on the street, on the tables and everywhere, and it was amazing. I was totally singing, more likely screaming along. And then I got this wonderful thank you note from my friend that is like, it's amazing that you are so brave, that you live your dream, and um that you had the courage to go against like the standards, and you decided just to live your life and live your calling, right? Because I'm a tarot reader and the energy healer, and this is like my full-time job at the moment. So um it was so cool to receive. And obviously there was also an important part uh that I always make a space a little bit better. And I felt so good about those wishes because it's like, yeah, somebody acknowledges. So it's like a confirmation that I know that I'm on a good path, and this is
Yeah.
exactly where I should be and I should be doing. And I think it's just the beginning because there's so much more that I want to give and I want to do and I want to help.
Hmm.
And but I thought that how amazing it is when we step into our soul purpose. We are like also unknowingly, we don't know how many lives we actually touch just by living our truth, and just
Mm-hmm.
by being ourselves, that it cannot be unrecognized when you step into your true soul mission and the path. You kind of have this glow and that energy that is contagious.
Yeah,
And we talk healer this, healer that, but you're just being your true authentic self today is has such a healing properties. So I
for
thought
sure.
that this is like an important share for this our like chat and meetups. And I think this is what we're gonna be doing here, right? Talking a little bit more about stepping into your full potential. So that was the one share. The second one that I wanted, because I'm like, no, my specialty is stepping into your feminine power, to like embodying like your feminine softness is actually a superpower. And a little bit when it comes to, because with my tarot reading, especially on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram account, I do a lot of love readings, and it actually started based on my own experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's amazing how, what I'm trying to say is that we never know what this particular man that shows in our life, how it's going to lead us and what's it's going to open inside of us. And since I started, and also I'm doing the private readings, so, and the amazing women that I'm talking with, each and every one of them, some kind of this love, like in general, love forges, like love heals and works in such an amazing ways that it opens our hearts, it opens our mind, it transforms us, it grows us, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't think any experience with any of our love interest, I don't think it's ever wasted. There's always, when there's like, if there is a presence of true love, even if that love is just comes from us, but to be honest, confirmation, there's usually what we feel, that some, like in a moment, it's real, it doesn't, maybe even if that other person is not expressing it, nobody can take away what we are feeling in the moment. And just because somebody maybe doesn't choose the path of exploring a relationship, or it doesn't mean that it invalidates what we felt in the moment, that it wasn't real.
Hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. I think love's quantum.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
heals.
Yeah, love is a frequency that I believe we all are at our core essence. At our core essence, I think everyone is love and light. And to return to that is the blissful, enlightened state that so many around the world are seeking to tap into. And I think like meditating in silence in the monk way is like a beautiful act, but I do it. I have my morning ritual starting my day with meditating, but I think just living a joyful life by following my heart tug and uh, being that inner child joy, courageously. Like the past couple of months, I was traveling with more backpackers that are in their earlier 20s, and I'm 31 now. So I was around people that were more or less usually younger than me, and they thought I was in their like more their age because I was just so out there and rambunctious, and my humor was just on par. And I was like, how come every time I get in a conversation, everyone thinks I'm so funny? Because I wasn't like trying to be funny, but I just being me, courageously. And I
Yeah.
know that inspired so many people, and I brought a big group of us together and made a little moto gang, a little squad. So community building and bringing the people that we resonate with into our circle to have that wherever we go is now like the mission I'm working. I feel we're both kind of in alignment with pulling our in person magic to the online space.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
so
So
thank you
what is your
wherever you are,
needs?
whoever's chiming in. Thank you for being here. We're so happy
Yes.
to have you and spread the light. The world is so in need of our light. We've got sunflower guidance over here. My nickname is Sunshine. You've got your sunflower earrings on. I love it.
I do.
Always
I love
represent the
them.
bright sun. We got our blondies, both blondie locks.
Yeah. I think your hair
Yeah.
has grown now.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a little bit
Awesome.
past my booty crack. And it's still looking so healthy, man.
Yeah, amazing. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your community, what you've created?
Yeah, so we're working on moving off Meta right now, and there's an online community platform right now on YouTube available, but it's not really dialed in. So we're building more of the community on school, which apparently is a very American thing because I was just traveling abroad and like no one had ever heard of school. But it's
Oh,
very much in
really?
our field. Yeah, no one knew about school. Everyone was so confused when I would bring it up abroad. But after so much research and trial and error on working on other platforms, I feel pretty confident that school is the right platform to host us for now and build our own form of Hogwarts, bringing new Earth training and teachings of true healing modalities from our community in one hub. Uh, and so wherever we go, like right now, you're in Tidal Carmen, which is a beautiful conscious community network. I was just in Koh Phanang in Thailand, another beautiful conscious community. And there's these hubs all around the world. And the call is to bring it into your pocket, into your mobile phone, so you can have the magic of community wherever we go. So, like having one-on-one relationships like Magda and I have right now, beautiful, but so much fun. I'm like a more fun with more people, the more the merrier type vibe, and just bringing the tribe together, calling in the soul family of all the light workers.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. So what is like what the people can see in in your community, what they can expect if they join?
There are trainings for intuition and guidance from myself. And then if you connect with other community members, everyone is able to build your own free school platform where you can offer your own modality of, uh, if it's not a healing modality, everyone's really good at something. So it's inspiring people to live in the new day and age where AI is about to take a lot of jobs. So this is getting people prepared to get creative. Get your magical royal crown on, remember your divinity, and come up with ways to finance the life of your dreams. Because if you don't figure out a creative way to bring in some type of revenue, we don't know if the government is going to actually give you the universal payout, but um, that's not guaranteed and it's not going to be a lot of money. So, inspiring people to really become an entrepreneur in a way with whatever your superpower is. Like, I really see a world, a future similar to Avatar and Star Wars, bringing in this new earth where we are co-creators, and I know in the fullest of my being everyone is a superhuman and has superpowers, and everyone's different. So it's identifying that magic, strengthening it, and sharing it. It's like Hogwarts.
It's
It's
amazing.
like,
It sounds exciting.
yeah,
Sounds exciting.
it's
Okay.
time.
Do you want to talk about
It's
any do you have any questions to me or should we wrap it up?
Well, yeah, your intuition. So my question was, how do you follow your intuition?
How do I follow? Um well, at this point I just don't I don't although no, I do argue sometimes with the spiritual world. I'm a clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient,
What's
claircognizant means
clairsentient?
something.
What's the second one you
Sorry?
shared? What's the second one you shared?
Clairsentient.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, that you get the sensations. So I can feel.
Sense.
Yeah, because it's about like you feel, well, depends, because like the spiritual world talks to me loudly. So if I don't listen to them, they're not gonna like, I already agreed to follow and to listen, and like the whole story of my life was like, there was no other way. And by now I just don't argue with them anymore. I just follow and I just surrender. Sometimes I do, but still, it is a thing for me that I just follow. And what else I wanted to say? And yeah, so it took me a while to understand how the spiritual talks to me, to the level that I even once had this meeting that I met my spirit guides team, because we all have a spirit guides, doesn't matter your belief or religious system. um, it contains, with depending what kind of a soul contract you have for this life, that's how big your team is. You have usually one main spirit guide, and then you have the team. Sometimes those are angels. Some beings come for the period of time to support you go through a certain part. And it took me a while to understand that certain sensations, emotions, feelings, I hear the music, I see the visions. Like today when I was meditating, I saw this beautiful lion. I don't know what that means yet, but I will probably get there. So it took, I thought that everybody has it, right? That I hear that voice in my head. um, and then I sometimes feel it can be sensations like hot, cold, shivers, or when I work with and I connect with the energies, I feel like sometimes people's pain, because I work with a pranic healing, and when I connect with the energies of my clients and I cleanse their heavy energies, because I work with the emotions and like to unblock people's hearts for love and to allow, like, help them release. There's a lot of pain, a lot of shitty things that we hold against ourselves.
Hmm.
I get to sense their pain. Like if sometimes when somebody was going through a heartache, I will feel physically that pain in my body, physically their pain, physically their emotions, their feelings. Sometimes it is so wild that when I have a reading set up, I wake up with an anxiety, or like if my roommate feels anxiety, or I pick up on all of that. And it took me a while to understand and to discern what is mine, what is not mine. That's why I'm smudging, cleansing. It's a, it's a part of my how to say, hygiene,
Yeah,
like you wash
spiritual
your teeth,
hygiene,
I
energy
need to
hygiene.
cleanse the
Yeah.
energy, because there's a lot of beings like moving around. And then obviously during the readings, those are love clarity readings, but a lot of the time it gets wild, because people are like, there's a very specific group of people who are being led to me. So there's also the loved one who passed away, and they want to come through me during the reading because they want to support their loved one. Like
Mhm.
once I had this a lady doing a reading for, um she was like interest like she wanted to support her daughter, but then in the end her mom came through to give her support and to explain what's going on there. And the reading was totally not about what she like. Obviously we did answer her questions, but there was this huge information that needed to be delivered to her in that moment. And um, and now I also know to make notes, because once I'm out of the reading, I maybe remember the theme, but I won't remember. Sometimes I don't remember nothing, because I'm just in a channeling state. So maybe the things will stay with me that are the most important. But when it's like, I'm an intuitive reader. It's not that I've studied tarot cards. I just read them as I feel them. This is like the language that spirit communicates with me. And I feel that the tarot for me, it's like a middle path of confirming what I pick up
Yeah.
on, because a lot,
Mhm.
even before I get into the reading, when I just know that there's like somebody's energies, I will hear the song and I will already have the answers. But
Yeah.
then I see the cards and it's just like a confirmation. So a lot of the times I laugh in my head, because with like, there's a constant conversation between me and the spirit guides that is like, yeah, you see, like we told you, so this is how it
Yeah.
is.
That's so funny.
And you asked me how. I don't know if I answered the question, because I don't know how to answer this question, how to listen to yourself. I think it comes when you need to uh, the most important part, and that's how it's like my work, why my work is about opening people's hearts to love, because it's all about the connecting with yourself needs to come with accepting and allowing yourself to feel, because the spirit, you need to have a certain awareness to discern what is that intuition is like, to notice those nudges, the way it
Uh-huh.
comes through, either the feeling, either something in your stomach, either a thought, either a song. You need to be very self-aware of what's going on inside of you. So when you numb yourself, when you went through, I don't know, heartbreak, and you decided, no, I'm like guarded, because you cannot disconnect only from a negative feelings. I also put it in the hyphens, because there's no such thing as a negative emotion or negative feeling.
Mhm.
This is just information. If it makes you feel not comfortable, it is an information for you to kind of work on it or not, or release. Because we today, a lot of the times I meet people who don't feel anything. They're just numbing themselves.
Yeah.
So that numbing, that protection comes that we disconnect with ourselves. So therefore, you're not gonna hear your intuition. You're not gonna understand what it means, because you are not allowing yourself to feel. You're not open. That's what you're disconnected with yourself, because everything, to be honest, everything you need is within you, and all of us, each and every one of us is intuitive. Is just about allowing yourself to feel. But that's where the self-development or healing, depending how spiritual you are, you can name it however you like and on the level of your understanding, but it all comes down to allowing yourself to feel, opening up and releasing. There's like, that's where the pranic healing comes, because there's releasing the pain, releasing the trauma, releasing the people call it limiting beliefs.
Mhm.
It's like such a popular thing. While once back in the days you've created a certain program that was protecting you, but now you need to let go of that protection and allow yourself to feel. And with with spiritual, how to say it, with I lost it now.
Spiritual intuition, guidance.
I think I was channeling, because I totally lost the chain of
No,
thoughts.
that was beautiful. Yeah, I completely resonate and I agree and in harmony with every word I feel you said. And holistic, that's why I like holistic well-being. Holistic to me means mind, body, spirit. So many people are disattached from their spirit to their body. And that's where the true trauma and healing work comes from, is reconnecting the three in harmony. And that is when you can start listening and feeling and being guided by your intuition, because to because I follow my intuition completely. That's how I've lived my whole lifestyle, is following my heart tug. That's where my intuition really comes from, my open heart, my expansive energy, and allowing the energetic pull from this heart center magnet we have beating in our chest, keeping us alive. Um, it's interesting because I told you I just had a tire blow up 2 nights ago. And my intuition said, return this car. My intuition was like, something is wrong with this car. Do not keep this car. And I was like, no, I'm going to be annoying to my mom. My intuition said, something is wrong with this car, return this car. And I didn't listen to it because I thought it was my ego and I didn't like the style of the car. It was because I rented a few cars this past year. It was an older, newer car. It wasn't like for renting a car, it was like kind of bland, but there was something. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm like, it feels safe. It's a comfy car, but my intuition is like something's wrong here, and I didn't listen. And so I'm getting better even myself because like for me, there's a specific voice, and it's being able to differentiate the voice of the spirit guides, my ego, and what other else is chiming in. And I feel it's different because I'll have the voice, I'll have a feeling, and then I'll have a tug. Like for me, those are like the three main types of intuition I receive. And I'm still even working on like really identifying, trusting, and following through in faith that that's intuition and guidance from a higher energetic spirit that is wanting me to succeed if I listen, you know?
Yeah, I think it comes. Do I differentiate it?
Because it's tricky. It's not easy. Like, I really thought I was just tired and jet lagged and maybe still stoned, you know? I was like, oh, get over yourself, Tess. It's a fine car. Don't bother your mom. Just get on the road, start driving. And so that's what I did. But I was like battling in my mind, going back and forth. Do I say something? I'm going to piss her off. It's you really feel you should get rid of this car. Nah, we're already in the car. The luggage is already there. And like I never do that. Like that's not a normal back and forth conversation I'm having in my head. Like I was talking to another being, entity of higher divinity in my belief because it was for the higher good. Tess wasn't supposed to get a flat tire and be stranded in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I think what it's like. I don't know how to answer it because I feel like I just ask a lot of questions, and and these days I am just like connected in general, and it's like an ongoing for me. It's like an ongoing conversation that is happening there. It's like
How do you
yeah,
ask
because it's a
questions out loud?
conversation for me. Sorry.
Do you ask the questions out loud or in your head?
No, like in my head usually, because it's like it's rarely what I feel, because it's like they pick up on it very quickly. Sometimes when I'm like more irritated, because it's not always nice, sometimes I'm getting annoyed, and then I'm like when I'm getting pissy, I'm like, come on, man. Like the when I had this situation where I was moving and I was leaving the apartment. It was mess, and I had like one day to, and I was like asking my friend to borrow me the car, and she was supposed to be at 5. She came at 7:30 in the evening, right? So I'm like 2.5 hours behind now. Now I need to take her, get the car, drive her. Like good that I packed few things, like that I packed, like I even though like she came to pick me up, I already had like a 2 luggages because like it's so late that I might as well already pack some stuff in the car, drive her back, and then I'll do the rounds. And then she tells me, oh, by the way, I need a car tomorrow 9 a.m. And I thought, fuck. So it means I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm already like that tired, but I was like, okay, sure. And then what happened is I drove her back. I brought in those 2 luggages and like my computer. Like that was another like the guidance, right? That I took computer, took the charging cables. Um, Great idea, because then I brought those things back. I'm driving back to my old place, and I don't have the key. I lost the key to the apartment that I was renting, and now I'm like, now what I'm gonna do? And it's already like 9ish, 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I cannot get to my old apartment. The person that I was renting it from is like coming day after. So I was like, and I know it's a mess because I haven't cleaned, because I knew I'm moving out. I had like the laundry on my bed and all stuff. And I was like, and then I was, what am I going to do? I started like texting, like how I need to get in, but then Try to calm down. And I got really angry. Like, it's not possible that I lost this key. Like, where the F I lost that key? I checked all car because I was like, it needs to be in the car. It wasn't in the car. I looked with the light there all around. There's nothing there. Okay, I organized the locksmith for the next day. And I was like, okay, today you're going to do nothing. You're tired, go to sleep. It's time for you to rest. Sorry. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to figure it out tomorrow because I have two possibilities and I'm going to decide which way I'm going to go tomorrow morning. And then when I was in my bed, because I also meditate before I fall asleep, I said, at least I get the word. Like, I went to buy some shower stuff. I had towels. I had some clothes to change. I had my computer, phone, charger. So I was like, in the worst case scenario, I just wait until that person comes back and then I'm gonna move. So it's like 2 days without the skincare. I'll survive. And but then I was like pissed off. I was like, come on, spiritual world, how the fuck is possible that it's going happening to me? Like, I'm doing everything you want me to. I'm serving people. So why the fluff you allowed this key to lose? Like, I better, like, you, I don't know, but tomorrow morning better that key to be found. I don't care, but tomorrow I'm finding the key because I'm not dealing with another problem on my head. I don't need this. In the morning I wake up, I was like hesitant. Okay, 8:45. I'm entering the car because I need to give the car back at 9, and the key is in the car. And I can guarantee you that it hasn't been there a night before. So yeah.
I guarantee it was not there.
No, it wasn't there, for sure.
Yeah.
The way it was put in a way that there was no chance that I wouldn't have seen it a night before.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get pissed off with them and challenge them, but it's not always the nice talk. It's not always rainbows and unicorns. We don't live on the cloud number 9 all the time.
Yeah.
um but yeah, like the what I wanted to say is that I think the most important part to remember is that we are never alone. We always get that support. Whether we can react to those intuitive nudges or not, it depends how open we are to receive, how open we are to
For sure.
feel, because it all comes with the feelings and emotions.
Mhm.
And the fear of feeling pain is more, it's bigger than actually feeling the pain, because the little pain is like, nobody died out of pain. We died of our different things, but not a little bit of
Mhm.
a heartbreak never killed nobody. It's a difference. I don't want to go into the nitty gritty and the details because we need to finish. But long story short, just ask spiritual world, whatever you subscribe to, whatever you believe in, whatever is your belief system, but you're never alone. You have your ancestors, your spirit guides, a guardian angel next to you all the time, and they're just dying to help you. They're dying to talk to you. They're dying to give you the hints, but you just need to ask them because they cannot interfere. We have a free will in this planet Earth. We can do whatever we like. But if we ask them for help, I can guarantee you that it's not going to be left on its own.
Yeah. It's funny because you bring up the losing key and spirit guides and the guardian angels. I want to shout out to my guardian angel Brian, who I met in Texas when I locked myself out of my van. That it made no sense how I lost that key. It made no sense. But because I lost my key, it disappeared. It vanished. It went ciao off into the spirit world. And I met a few guys, but the main one, the new connection was this guy, Brian, who recently passed away this past year. But he was a huge help and a big monumental figure in my life and my spiritual path because he gave me the push and encouragement to drive my van down into Mexico and inspired me to have a Heidi key on my vehicle also. So if I ever did that
That
again, I'd
sounds
be
good.
finished. Yeah. So
Okay, love. I will have to finish because I need to dash.
love
See you
you.
next Wednesday.
Sounds good.
Bye bye.
Blessings.
Love and light.
Love you. Talk to you later. All right. So we had Magda chiming in on her beautiful intuition and guidance. She's an incredible channel, beautiful energy worker, light worker. She's a lot of faith in her tarot cards, which I find very admirable. She is inspiring to me. I met her in Playa del Carmen. Every like second Saturday of the month, they do this meetup group where they have a topic, and the topic of this month was wellness in some way. And she was the administrator for a wellness facility in Playa del Carmen with all these new age healing modalities. And she spoke beautifully and shared the project that was just my vision, like to help lead and have my own wellness clinic tribe all around the world. And she was doing it. And so that's actually how I met Magda a few years ago. That was like 3 years ago. And just following your intuition, I think it's super empowering because I think everyone is intuitive. And I think whenever you connect and you work on your trauma, typically childhood trauma, you bring together your mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. So you can feel your emotions, guys. That is the key. So I know it's a scary thing, and so society loves to uh, inspire numbing our beautiful feelings with overconsumption of all things, especially social media included. So that's my time to inspire you to please, pretty please get off the phone, get offline, go outside today and give someone a compliment. Stay into your intuition, stay in your power. And if you're wanting more guidance, Magda and I's information is below. And bless up, fam. We love you.